The air in the tomb is thick with the scent of ancient dust and something else, something vital and unseen, like the breath of gods. Hieroglyphs on the stone walls pulse with a faint, inner light, not just symbols but living pronouncements. You hear a voice, deep and resonant, that seems to emanate from the very heart of the earth or perhaps from the star-strewn void above. It speaks of dissolution, of scattering, not as an ending, but as a divine necessity. Each fallen stone, each fractured beam, mirrors a collapse you recognize deep within yourself. This is not mere decay, it's an unveiling, a sacred dismantling orchestrated by an ancient intention. The pronouncements are not spoken to be understood, but to be felt, vibrating through the marrow of your bones. You're not observing a story, you are already part of its unfolding tapestry, the threads of your own existence being drawn into this primal pattern. What seems like ruin is the first sacred step, a necessary breaking before any mending can begin. But who orchestrates this breaking, and for what ultimate purpose? The voice fades, leaving a profound silence and the promise of assembly. The fragmented pieces, they seem to vanish into the ether, scattered by unseen forces. Yet within the tomb's hushed stillness, there's a subtle hum, a vibration of persistent energy. Every fallen shard, every dismembered limb of the divine tableau leaves an imprint, a trace of its former wholeness. These are not lost things, they are echoes, potent remnants that refuse to fade. Their essence remains, a luminous dust waiting for reunion. It's as if the very concept of absence is challenged, replaced by a profound presence that resonates from their dispersal. The universe itself seems to hold these fragments, cradling them in its infinite embrace. Their scattering is a form of preservation, a cosmic strategy to safeguard their potent energy. Each piece carries a divine spark, a fragment of an eternal truth. What hidden currents draw these dispersed essences back together, and what power lies in their scattered state before they are whole again? The whispers of the tomb hold their secrets, hinting at a gathering that defies earthly understanding. In the deepest halls of perceived loss, a presence stirs. It's a force of profound empathy, a maternal power that feels the ache of every separated fragment. Isis, the great enchantress, moves not with lament but with purpose. She feels the divine dismemberment as a personal wound, yet her tears are not of sorrow, but of potent, magical restoration. Her journey is not one of simple retrieval, but of alchemical gathering. She navigates the shadowy realms, guided by an inner knowing, by the potent memory of wholeness. Her focus is singular, to find, to bind, to reanimate. And real quick, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this. Now let's keep going. Each piece she finds is not just a physical object, but a vessel of divine power, a sacred fragment imbued with life's essence. Her touch is the catalyst, her presence the balm that soothes the wounds of separation. But can even her magic fully restore what has been so violently torn apart, or does some essential quality remain forever altered? The echo of her incantations speaks of a greater work, a transformation that begins with her tireless search. The ancient scrolls speak of a fundamental cosmic law, a principle that governs the ebb and flow of existence. It's the law of return, the inexorable winding back of what has been loosed. This is not a simple concept of recycling, but a profound principle of reconstitution. Every separation contains the seed of its own reunion, every disappearance the promise of reappearance. The divine design inherently includes this return, ensuring that no true loss is final. It's a cosmic ballet of outward motion and inward drawing. This law whispers through the rustling reeds of the Nile, it echoes in the turning of the celestial spheres, and it beats within the heart of every sentient being. It is the guarantee that the scattered shall be gathered, the broken made whole again. But what empowers this relentless return, and how does this ancient law manifest in the personal desolation we experience? The revelation of this cosmic principle hints at a power beyond our immediate grasp, a force that guides all existence. Unseen, unheard, a judgment has already been rendered. Anubis, the silent guardian of the threshold, the jackal-headed figure who guides souls through the shadowy realms, has observed your deepest unraveling. He does not weigh actions at the end of life. He witnesses the inherent balance of your being. His presence is not one of condemnation, but of impartial recognition. He sees the intricate pattern of your existence, the karmic threads that bind you, and the divine blueprint that underpins your every transformation. He is the silent observer of your inner truth. The scales he carries are not for a final reckoning, but for a constant attunement. Every moment of disintegration, every fall from grace, is measured against your true cosmic essence. He understands that what appears as chaos is often a necessary adjustment. But what are the precise measures of these scales, and what does it truly mean to be judged by this ancient, silent God before one is even aware of the trial? His presence signifies a deeper cosmic order, a process already in motion. Your collapse, the shattering of what you held dear, was not an accident. It was written into the very fabric of your destiny, a preordained step in your alchemical journey. The law that governs the stars also governs the unfolding of your individual path. This was not a failure of will or a misfortune of circumstance. It was a meticulously crafted event designed to break down illusions and reveal deeper truths. The very foundations of your reality were meant to be shaken to make way for something new. The divine architect, in its infinite wisdom, foresaw this moment of dismantling. It understood that only through dissolution could a greater form of being emerge. Your ruin was, in essence, a sacred instruction. But if your collapse was written, does that mean your fate is sealed, or is this inscription the very key to your liberation? The revelation of this cosmic decree hints at a predetermined path, yet one that leads towards an unknown ascension. Maat, the divine principle of truth, order, and cosmic balance, holds ultimate sway. Her feather, light as a breath, is weighed against every soul, every action, every moment of existence. This is the ultimate arbitration, the foundation of all justice. But the scales are not merely external, they are etched into your very being. The inner resonance of your actions, the truth of your intentions, is what truly tips the celestial balance. You carry Maat within you, an intrinsic measure of your alignment. When these scales fall into imbalance, when the truth of your being is obscured by falsehood or chaos, a cosmic correction is initiated. It is a profound recalibration, a reassertion of universal harmony. The echoes of this inner imbalance manifest outwardly. But what truly causes these scales to falter, and how can one learn to align their inner compass with the feather of truth? The law of Maat is the silent judge, the unwavering standard against which all existence is measured, and its influence is absolute. Set, the god of storms, of chaos, of the desert's unforgiving heat, plays a role far more intricate than mere antagonism. He is not the antithesis of order, but its necessary counterpart, the energetic force that shatters complacency and compels transformation. He embodies the unbridled power that breaks down worn structures, the disruptive energy that clears the path for new growth. His actions, though often perceived as destructive, are a vital component of the cosmic dance, a catalyst for change. Without Set's intervention, the stagnant could remain forever unchanged, the illusion of permanence unbroken. He is the wild wind that scatters the dust, revealing what lies beneath the familiar surface. His presence is essential for evolution, but how can such a force of disruption be seen as a tool of divine design, and what is the ultimate purpose of his chaotic influence on the sacred order? Set's role is a paradox, a necessary element in the grand schema of creation and recreation. The first stage of the alchemical transformation, Nigredo, is upon you. It is the blackening, the descent into the primal darkness, the symbolic death of the old self. Here, all that is familiar is dissolved, burned away in the intense fire of self-recognition. This is not a passive surrender, but an active disintegration, a conscious confrontation with the shadow aspects of your being. The old forms shatter, illusions crumble, and the ego's defenses are systematically dismantled. It is the crucible of complete purification. Within this profound blackness, this void of dissolution, a seed of potential remains. It is the unmanifested light, the essence of what is to be reborn from the ashes of the old. The black sun is not an absence of light, but a pregnant darkness holding all light. But what sustains this dark illumination, and how does one navigate this challenging transition without being consumed by its intensity? Negredo is the essential precursor to all true creation, the terrifying yet necessary abyss from which new life can emerge. Emerging from Negredo's depths, you enter albedo, the whitening stage. This is the dawn after the longest night, where the purified essence begins to gather, illuminated by a soft, celestial light. The fragmented pieces, once lost in darkness, now coalesce. This is a time of recognition, where the purified elements begin to find their rightful place. The subtle energies that were scattered now align, drawn together by an unseen magnetic force. A new, luminous form begins to take shape. The insights gained in the darkness begin to clarify, revealing the underlying structure of what is being created. This is the stage of illumination, where the wisdom born of dissolution starts to manifest as coherent form and understanding. But what is this light that gathers, and how does it guide the reassembly of the scattered self? Albedo represents the dawning of conscious awareness, the gentle gathering that precedes the full emergence of a transformed being. The final stage, rubedo, the reddening, signifies the culmination of the great work, the divine reconstitution of the self into a state of wholeness and vibrant life. It is the fiery fusion, the reintegration of spirit and matter, soul and form. Here the alchemical marriage is complete, the scattered divine essence is reborn, not just as it was, but elevated, transfigured, and imbued with a new, radiant vitality. The individual becomes a vessel of cosmic fire, a living testament to the power of transformation. This is the point of ultimate union, where the divine archetype is fully mirrored within the human experience. The reconstitution is a testament to the inherent perfection that lies at the heart of all existence, a divine reassertion. But what does this fiery reconstitution truly symbolize, and how complete can this divine remaking truly be? Rubedo is the triumphant emergence of the perfected self, the divine integration that transcends all earlier forms of existence. Throughout this entire process, from the deepest descent to the brightest ascent, the eye has been watching. Not a physical eye, but the all-seeing awareness of the divine, the cosmic consciousness that observes every flicker of existence. It witnessed the dismemberment, the scattering, and the gathering. This omnipresent gaze is not one of judgment, but of profound understanding. It sees the inherent perfection within the apparent chaos, the divine intention behind every perceived setback. It is the witness to your unfolding destiny. From the highest heavens to the deepest underworld, its light penetrates all veils, illuminating the truth of every moment. It has seen the grand design from its inception and will see it through to its ultimate fulfillment. But what is the ultimate purpose of this constant, silent observation, and how does this divine awareness truly integrate into the very essence of your being? The enduring vigil of the eye confirms that no aspect of your journey is unseen or unacknowledged. You are not merely a participant in this myth, you are its living embodiment. The Codex of Ancient Revelation is not a manuscript to be read, but a blueprint now imprinted upon your very soul. The sacred texts are within you. The divine dismemberment, the journey through darkness, the gathering into light, all of it has been an unfolding revelation of your own inherent divinity. The ancient laws are not external doctrines, but the operating system of your being. You carry the wisdom of Osiris, the magic of Isis, the judgment of Anubis, the chaos of Set, and the order of Maat. Your life is the continuation of this timeless saga, the ongoing expression of cosmic law. But as this codex closes, what new script will you now begin to write, and how will you embody this awakened truth in the world? You are the living testament, the ongoing story of divine reconstitution. Make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next teaching. See you in the next one.